Most people assume that cheating only happens when something is broken, that if a woman is in a happy relationship, there's no reason she'd ever look elsewhere. But what if I told you that's not always true? Here's something uncomfortable. Many women cheat not because they're unhappy, but because they're unfulfilled in ways they can't always explain. Let's start with something that surprises most men. Emotional cheating often begins long before physical cheating ever does. A woman might deeply love her partner, enjoy time together, feel grateful for the relationship, but something inside her still feels unseen, not unloved, just unseen. And this isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding what's really going on under the surface. Research in evolutionary psychology suggests that women, more than men, are wired to seek emotional connection as a foundation for intimacy. If that connection weakens even slightly, it creates a mental gap. And that gap doesn't need to be filled by someone better, just someone different. In many cases, the man she cheats with isn't objectively more attractive, wealthier, or smarter. He's just attentive, curious. He listens without trying to fix. He compliments without expectation. He makes her feel like a woman again, not just a partner, a mom, or a roommate. You see, emotional boredom is just as real as sexual boredom. And in long-term relationships, routine becomes the silent killer. Even in the happiest relationships, when novelty fades, the brain starts craving excitement, newness, and validation. In a study published in the Journal of Sex Research, many women admitted that their affairs had nothing to do with falling out of love with their partner. They said they still cared deeply for their boyfriend or husband. What they were seeking was something different, not necessarily something better. For some, it was about reclaiming lost parts of themselves, feeling sexy again, adventurous, spontaneous. In the everyday stress of life, those feelings get buried. Work, kids, bills, time passes. And before she realizes it, she doesn't feel like herself anymore. Then someone comes along and flips that switch. It might start innocently: a coworker, a friend, someone online, flirty messages, harmless compliments, until it's not so harmless anymore. But here's the twist. Women are incredibly good at compartmentalizing. She might have the affair and still come home, cook dinner, say I love you, and feel it too. She might not even see herself as disloyal in the moment because in her mind, her heart still belongs to her partner. This duality confuses many men. If she loved me, why would she do this? But love doesn't always prevent temptation, especially when that temptation isn't about sex, but about self-worth. Another reason women cheat, even in happy relationships, is the fear of regret. The "what if I never get to experience anything else" voice in their head. It's not that they want to leave. They just want to taste something they feel they're missing. Just once. Just to know. It's not logical. It's emotional. And emotions don't follow rules. Now, does this justify cheating? No, but understanding it removes the blindfold. It reminds us that satisfaction in a relationship isn't just about love. It's about attention, effort, emotional safety, and keeping curiosity alive. One of the most common confessions from women after cheating is, "I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted to feel alive again." And that's the saddest part, because often, that need could have been met inside the relationship, if only it had been talked about. But these things are hard to say out loud. How do you tell someone you love that you feel invisible sometimes, or that you miss the version of yourself you were when you first met? So the conversation never happens, and silence becomes distance, until one day, that distance is filled by someone else. If you're in a relationship, don't assume happiness means safety. Stay curious about each other. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Keep flirting. Keep discovering. Because love isn't just about being there, it's about being fully present. And sometimes, the biggest reason someone strays isn't because they're unhappy with you, but because they've forgotten how to feel happy within themselves. That's the truth most people don't want to admit, but it's the one we need to hear.